The biggest gacha announcement of the entire year just dropped, and nobody even knows about it. Nobody is talking about it until now. Project Mugen is going to be officially playable, as confirmed by NetEase themselves. I'm assuming this is due to the fact that Neverness to Everness is approaching a playable state. They are holding a test phase themselves. Project Mugen, as they very likely don't want to get left behind, given they announced their game first, is trying to get a head start in an active attempt to release before Neverness does. Now, I'm sure you're curious about the details, so let's just go ahead and jump right in. NetEase held their third quarter 2024 earnings call. This is documented over on their official website and dozens of others. Numerous different games were mentioned: Destiny Rising, Once Human, Fragpunk, but most importantly was this little section dedicated specifically to Mugen. They go on to note, "We are also planning to start a regional offline technical test soon for our eagerly anticipated open world adventure title Project Mugen. After another year of intense development and refinement, Project Mugen is ready to captivate ACG fans with a fresh urban exploration experience. Next up, we're thrilled to also announce our latest product, Marvel Mystic Mayhem, set in the Marvel Universe, blah, blah, blah. We don't care about that." They have spent the last year in intense development and refinement, and according to them, the game is now ready to captivate players. This is not them saying, hey, we're releasing a test phase and then we're going to overhaul aspects of it and release 3 years from now. No, this is them saying the game is ready, we're gonna test it, make sure it works, and then we're gonna release it, which is crazy because Neverness was expected to be significantly ahead of Mugen. But that might not be the case anymore. Neverness might need to put their foot down on the gas pedal because Mugen is approaching completion. They have been hard at work. They haven't been releasing regular content on social platforms like Neverness has been. Instead, they have been silent, they've been quiet, they've been working hard, and they have a finalized product to show for it. They are holding an offline technical test. I'm unsure if they're going to hold an online test phase as well. We know that Wuthering Waves held an offline technical test and then they released like a month or two later. This could be an indicator as to when Mugen plans on releasing. Or it could just be them saying, hey, we finished the game, now we're gonna test it ourselves, we're gonna make sure it's working, and then we're gonna let you guys test it. Scrolling down a little bit further, they do note Mugen a few more times. Before we go any further, let me take a moment here to thank my incredible patrons over on Patreon and my YouTube channel members who allow for me to continue to do dedicated videos like this every single day. You guys are phenomenal, and I can't thank you all enough for the support. Now let's keep talking. Thank you for your management for taking my question. My question is on your pipeline. You mentioned some titles earlier in the call, but could you provide more details on the game genre and the expected launch time for the key titles in 2025? Additionally, I'd like to ask a question on Project Mugen. What is the latest status of the game and the expected launch time? To which William Ding responded, yes, so let's talk about Fragpunk and Project Mugen. Fragpunk, as we mentioned, that we're going to have a test within this year in December. Based on that test result, we'll decide when to launch the game officially. That's for Fragpunk. As for Project Mugen, as we mentioned, we're going to have the first offline test within this year. That is going to be at some point in December. And we do have high expectations for Project Mugen, not only because we invested a tremendous amount of R&D resources into this product, but also our expectation is that this game is not going to be only another open world action game. It will carry NetEase's thinking about future action games. Based on our 20 years of experience, knowledge of the Chinese game of the gamers and observational gamers, we got a lot of thinking into what the future of this type of game should be and what will be reflected in the game. We have high expectations. Unfortunately, it does look as though they dodged answering the release date, but they did confirm that at some point in December, there is going to be a definitive offline technical test, and it was hinted at being available at some point in 2025. They didn't state that it wasn't launching in 2025, which means if Neverness isn't careful, Project Mugen is going to release before they do. Neverness thought they had this in the bag, that they could release their version of Project Mugen before Project Mugen did, but that might not be the case. Either way, I'm excited to see who is going to captivate the urban fantasy market players that are interested in the vehicular transportation and exploration. I just genuinely hope neither game rushes to release before the other, because that game will fail. Hey you, where do you think you're going? Don't you close out of this tab. I didn't give you permission to do that. Sit your ass back down. Click one of the 2 videos that are gonna be on screen in just a moment and keep watching my content. Keep enjoying my content.